Hello, friends, it's me again coming your way, and I want us to continue from where we stopped the last time talking about Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. Now, let me remind you of what that place says. It says, So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Listen to this. This is interesting. Male and female created he them. He created him. Male and female created he them. So male man, I want to re-emphasize that. Male man is no more like God than the female man is like God. So God, as we go on, you will discover that both male and female were blessed. We're still looking at the subject of work. To many, work is punitive. To many, they have various feelings, various ways they think about work. And we are going to take time to explore this subject so that you know how work has moved from one stage to the other without necessarily going into the historicity of it. But we are going to look at where we are now. How does work enhance our wealth creation? And what is the main work that we should do? Should it be the 9 to 5, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or what should it be? Okay, so if you take a look at that and go on a little bit more, verse 28 says, And God blessed them. And God said unto them, and I want to draw your attention to how the blessing comes. Blessing comes most times. It comes with words. And what about curses? Comes with words. Alright? And God blessed them. And God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. That's interesting. Now, I want us to quickly move on to chapter 2 of Genesis. Now, look at this. It's very interesting to see that even God, the Creator God, worked, and He's still working today. All right? So, verse 2 of Genesis chapter 2 says, And on the seventh day, God ended His work. So, if He made us in His image and in His likeness, we should be people who love work. The environment may try to make work to be boring, to be punitive, to be sickening, to be all the bad things. But if God worked, then there's something about work that we need to consider. There's something spiritual about work. Now, come to think of it, that God is a spirit. And Bible says, on the seventh day, God ended His work, which He had made. And He rested on the seventh day from all His work. So God worked, God busy, doing some work of creativity. He created this, created that, and made sure things were put in place. Now notice that He started by first and foremost ensuring that there was light. So before you start any work, make sure you receive the light. How did God do it? It says that the earth was covered with darkness, was without form and void. There was emptiness in the world. The earth was empty. There was no creativity. And what did God do? He first hovered over the creation. He released His spirit upon it. And the next thing He did was He began to speak and started the work of creation. All right. So we should note that God worked. We should also note that He, out of the 7 days, He used 6 to work and rested on one day. Set out a day out of the 7 days of the week to rest. It's important. All of us are guilty. Number one, set out one day out of the 7 days to rest. If God rested after he worked, then you need to rest. But the other side is also a problem. If you use your 6 days to rest and use only one day to work, you need to review. I'm believing that you are going to stay with me, and we are going to take this thing on. And for that to happen, please put your name and your email address